You freak out. The panic was immediate and cold. You didn't dare to look around. Your sole focus was the door. You shoved it, rattled the handle, and pounded on the wood. But there was the response. Your palms were sweating, your heart hammering a frantic rhythm against your ribs. What should I do? Wine. Hello, is anyone there? Please open the door. You cried, your voice cracking. You hit the door harder, throwing your whole body against it. But still, no sound came from the other side. Nothing. It was like the room was entirely soundproofed. Wine. Okay, I promise, you whimpered, pressing your forehead against the wood. I will never go into someone's room without asking again, and I will never waste anyone's allowance on those stupid online dresses or products. Yet, even your heart failed. Confession earned no reply, no distant footsteps, no muffled voice, just terrifying silence. After a long, desperate spell of crying, you finally stopped, sniffing loudly. You used the sleeve of your t-shirt to wipe your nose and rub the tears from your eyes with your hand. You stood staring at the door for another moment. Then, with a sharp intake of breath, you slowly turned around. You was not prepared for what you saw. Was absolutely stuffed with toys, not just a few toys but a massive, overwhelming collection. It wasn't the soft, cuddly kind either. It was a decent array of action figures and models, Superman everywhere, but the bulk of the collection was focused on Iron Man. Dozens of suits, different models and various armors, mixed with were Spider-Man and Batman figures, all standing sentinel. The walls were lined with shelves, delicate solely, and different superhero suits. You gasped in genuine astonishment. It was as if you had accidentally stumbled into a secret toy factory or a billionaire's hidden museum. Your fear momentarily dissolved into childish wonder. You began to walk around, touching the cool, hard plastic of the figures. One, wow, you breathed, your voice low. So many toys, unbelievable. And look at those suits. You stopped by a full-sized Iron Man suit, your eyes wide. You imagined yourself inside it, invincible and powerful. Why, none of you can escape my gasp now, ha ha ha. You muttered, striking a pose like a triumphant superhero. You spent a long time exploring, but eventually reality and your stomach caught up with you. After all that crying and excitement, you were starving. You breathed it out, a loud, embracing, rumbling sound that echoed in the quiet room. One, no more, I can't stay here anymore, I have to get out. You walked back to the door, your mission renewed. Wine, there must be some way to get out from the inside. There has to be an option. A spark of intelligence broke through your panic. You looked around, examining the seemingly seamless walls. You began running your hand along the wall near the door, searching for a switch or a hidden panel. Click. A small quiet sound. Instantly the door pushed open, revealing Jkff beyond. Finally got to hurry. You scrambled out in a rush. As soon as it was clear, the heavy door slammed shut behind you on its own with a dull final thud. One, quick, I need to get back to my room and fix everything. You hurried down your room, adrenaline still pumping, determined to put everything back exactly as it was and escape before anyone realized. The next morning you woke up, you stretched languidly, immediately feeling cheerful. You hopped out of bed and went straight to freshen up, emerging from the shower, feeling squeaky clean and ready to conquer the day. You went to your closet, which was already stocked with new clothes bought for you. You pulled out a few hangers, frowned, and tossed them back inside. None of them passed muster. No, none of these are good enough, you declared to the empty room. What did they even buy? Are these things actually owned by human beings? Having no other options, a genuine tragedy in your eyes, you reluctantly pulled out the list of recipes and went downstairs. As soon As you hit the ground floor, you notice several staff members quietly moving around. "Fine, bring me breakfast," you commanded. Marching straight to the dining table, you arrived only to find a perfectly prepared, healthy spread waiting for you. You glared at it. "Wine, what is this stuff? I'm not eating any of this. Get me a pizza." The staff members exchanged nervous glances, their face a mixture of confusion and helplessness. The maid moved forward apologetically. "Maid, but ma'am, we don't really have the ingredients here to make a pizza from scratch. We weren't expecting wine." "Then tell someone to get one," you snapped. They looked at each other, totally lost. Just then they spotted Namjoon walking by, busy on his phone. They rushed to him like he was their only savior. The maid whispered frantically, "Maid, sir, the madam isn't eating anything. She says she wants only pizza." Namjoon was clearly stuck deep in a rapid-fire phone conversation about some urgent business without missing a beat. He just waved a hand dismissively. "Namjoon, whatever she wants, just get it for her. Hurry up." Relief rushed over the staff. They quickly ordered a bodyguard who immediately sped off to procure the demanded pizza. Meanwhile, had already made her way to the living room. You plopped down on a plush sofa in front of the massive TV screen, expertly selected a high drama, and started devouring the pizza as soon as it arrived, watching the screen intently. Just then, Jin happened to be walking past. He spotted you engrossed in the show and, being the easygoing soul he was, came over and sat down next to you. He casually reached out and snagged a slice of pizza. You grasped at him, pizza slice in hand. "Jin, what are you watching now?" he asked, mouth full. "Wine, romantic drama." Suddenly, you remembered your earlier frustration. "Wine, you know I need some proper branded dresses. The stuff I have here is completely unwearable. They're awful." "Jin, no problem," he said with a shrug. "Just tell me what you want and I will order it for you right now." Your eyes lit up. "Wine, really? But won't Jungkook get mad?" Jin just chuckled, leaning back. "Jin, nothing will happen. Don't worry about Jungkook." Relief and thrill, you immediately started listing your requirement. "Wine, okay, so order me everything I pointed out." Jin, true to his word, took out his phone and promptly placed orders for everything you demanded, rustling in a shockingly expensive online shopping spree. Meanwhile, across town at the main office, Jungkook was in the middle of a high-stake meeting. His phone buzzed with a notification. He ignored it for a moment, but then curiosity got the deeper of him. The moment he unlocked his phone, he saw it. A massive chunk of money had just been siphoned from his bank account. Jungkook's face went from professional to thunderous in an instant. "Jungkook, that's it. I'm not letting Jin Hyung get away with this." He crawled under his bed, he slammed his phone on the table and stormed out of the meeting room, leaving his bewildered executives staring after him. The hunt was on. It wasn't long before Jungkook burst through the front door. He arrived like a thundercloud, his face palpable. He stopped dead in the living room. It looked less like a mafia boss's home and more like an impromptu fashion show. Clothes, bags, and high-end accessories were strewn everywhere. He was right in the middle of it all, excitedly ripping open a new package. Suk was predictably asleep on the nearest couch. Namjoon was perched nearby, trying to look busy on his laptop. Jin and Jkff were sitting companionably, watching yours unpacking spree with amused detachment. The sight of his crew being entertained by his financial ruin sent Jungkook's anger skyrocketing. He stalked straight toward Jin. Jungkook, Jin Hyung, I gave you a final warning, didn't I? I told you specially not to use my bank account for any more nonsense. Jungkook's voice was sharp, cutting through the lazy atmosphere. Everyone freezed. Jungkook's sudden, furious arrival had caught them completely off guard. Jin held up his hands defensively, trying to look innocent. Jin, I didn't know anything, Jungkook. Why just said she needed a few dresses. Jungkook, and because she said so, you just did it. He thundered, his face darkening. Jin, oh no, I mean, Jin stammered, his words failing him completely. The rest of the guys wisely kept silent, knowing better than to fuel Jungkook's volcanic temper. You, however, was unimpressed. You stood up, crossing your arms. Wine, the clothes you gave me weren't my style. These are only a few items. What's the big deal? Jungkook, a few items, he scoffed, gesturing wildly at the piles. Do you know the price tag on a few items for those brands? Well, they are branded, so the price is supposed to be high. You shoot back without missing a beat. It's not like you don't wear branded things yourself. Jungkook was now absolutely defeated. He snatched a handful of the expensive dresses and marched toward the kitchen, clearly intending to make a dramatic statement. He headed for the stove. He turned on the gas and was about to throw the dresses onto the burner when her voice rang out, sharp and confident. What you said next stopped him cold. Why? I know you have a secret room in your room and I know exactly what's inside. Do you really want me to tell everyone? Jungkook froze mid-motion. Jungkook, what? Don't even think about trying to bluff me. Oh, it's definitely not a bluff, you retorted, your voice dripping with a smug certainty. It's full of all sorts of toys and action figures. The kind of collection no one would ever suspect a mafia king to own. Do you want me to spill the beans? Jungkook slowly swallowed, his face instantly replaced by a deep, icy shock. How did she know about the armory? Started circling him slowly, like a predator who had found a major weakness. When, after they know that, will anyone still be afraid of you? Will anyone respect the great Jeon Jungkook? You taunted, turning around him. As Jungkook's focus completely shattered, distracted by the monumental threat to his image, you quickly snatched your pile of expensive new clothes and bolted straight toward your room. How did she find out? Jungkook whispered to the empty air. His forgotten rays replaced entirely by paranoid disbelief. He stared blankly at the stove, his dramatic plan ruined by a simple secret. That night, everyone gathered for dinner. The atmosphere was deceptively normal, but the food certainly wasn't. The table was laden with every imaginable dish, all of Food's favorite, from expensive takeout to exotic treats. Jungkook was noticeably quiet. He saying nothing, his expression a tight mask. The rest of the guys, however, was feasting enthusiastically. The new opportunities to eat this way, free from Jungkook's tense watch, were rare. Jkff whined. Jkff piped up, his mouth full. I am suddenly carving barbecue like a proper outdoor grill party. You, feeling powerful immediately, agreed. Why, no problem at all. We will definitely have a massive barbecue party tomorrow night. Jin cheered. Jin, yes. And it has to have all the good drinks too. Wine, absolutely, absolutely. You can't from grinning, everything will be there. Namjoon paused, looking momentarily at Jungkook before looking away. Namjoon, and a big fish fry would not hurt either, right? Suga, surprisingly Awak mumbled. Suga, sounds good to me, the party will be great. While everything is happening, you declare like the new reigning queen of the house. Everyone was talking over each other, laughing, joking, and enjoying the meal. It was clear that Jungkook had no value at the table anymore. He was just a spectator. They were having fun and ignoring him completely. Later that night, you was back in your room, your joy practically overflowing. Wine, this is just too much fun. You whispered to yourself, they tortured me enough. Now it's my turn. I need to think so many more things to do. You lay in bed calculating your next move. You plotted new ways to trap Jungkook, to put him in embarrassing situations, and to create hilarious chaos each again wickedly to yourself. This pattern continued for several days. You made Jungkook's life a living hell. Nothing you did was questioned. The man dared not stop you. If Jungkook tried to upset, you simply threatened to reveal the secret of his Iron Man toy bunker. Jungkook was instantly to back away. The respect and fear he once commanded had vanished. His house had been turned into a circus. Jungkook paced his room, clenching his fists. Jungkook, that's enough. I can't take this anymore. I'm taking her back home right now. I don't care about the deal, the ransom, and anything else. He finally understood everything. Jungkook, I see it now. I understand why her father didn't react when she was kidnapped. He was enjoying his vacation, free from all this maze. Well, I'm ending his vacation early. He stormed out of his room and down the stairs. Stopped at the foot of the stairs, appalled. The entire crew was sitting in the living room, listening to loud music blaring from the loudspeakers, singing along off-key. Jungkook's fashion snapped. He roared, his voice cutting through the noise like a physical blow. Jungkook, enough, tripod, get the car ready and wine. You are going home right now. The music stopped. The sudden violent haze in Jungkook's voice turned everyone into silence, including you. Namjoon hesitantly started. Namjoon, but Jungkook, no buts. He cut him off, pointing a finger at Namjoon. You were the one who saw us bringing her here. Now look at the mess I'm in. Jungkook grabbed your arms and forcibly dragged you toward the door. The rest of the men was speechless. No one dared to interfere or say a word. They had never seen Jungkook this angry, and they knew that challenging him now would only end in disaster. Your parents were sitting in the lavish living room, deep in conversation. When they suddenly heard a commotion outside, a housemaid quickly rushed to open the grand front door. Both parents stood up in astonishment. There, standing on the threshold, was you, looking furious and disheveled. Jungkook's car sped away in the distance. They rushed forward, embracing you tightly, but you remained completely unresponsive, a statue of silent indignation. Your mother immediately checked your body with trembling hands, searching for any sign of injury. She found none. Mr. Kim, how did you get here? Did they let you go? He asked, his voice filled with concern, though he quickly hid a curious smile. He remained mute, your lips pressed into a thin, angry line. Mrs. Kim, what is it you want? Say something. Don't just stand there. Your mother pleaded anxiously. Your parents gently guided you to a sofa and offered you water. After taking a slow sip, you finally spoke, your voice flat and low. Wine, they threw me out. Mr. Kim threw you out? Your father repeated, Mary hiding his amusement. Mrs. Kim, they threw you out. Your mother echoed, utterly baffled. When Jungkook did, you confirmed, cowering. When Mr. Kim heard this, he burst into laughter. Mr. Kim, so even they could not handle you in the end. His mother didn't know whether to be relieved or embraced. You, however, was purely furious. You stormed straight past them and up to your room. Night fell. Your parents called out to you for dinner, but you didn't respond. You simply lay in your room and wide awake brooding. When you dared to kick me out of your house, you muttered to the ceiling, a dangerous grin in your eyes. Fine, you will see. I will haunt you in your dreams, you idiot. Meanwhile, far away in his silent mansion, Jungkook was enjoying the first few moments of genuine peace he had felt in days. He was deep in a drunken sleep when suddenly he jolted wide awake. He sat up on his bed, his heart pounding. He quickly reached for the glass of water on his bedside table and gulped it down. Jungkook, damn it, he murmured, running a hand over his face. I can't even sleep in peace. I am seeing that girl in my nightmares now. The girls may have left his house, but it had permanently recorded itself to his subconscious.